precious lovelies. My name is Kat Moonchild, also Katharina Moonchild. It's very nice to see you again. Today, first I'm going to be doing some shameless self-promotion. So, first off, I want to let everyone know, if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you'll know I recently did a giveaway. I'm going to be doing another giveaway very, very soon, so please be sure to follow me on both those pages, like and subscribe to this channel, and you'll be able to keep up with the giveaway, but the giveaway will only be available on Facebook and Instagram. So make sure you follow those pages so that you know when that is happening. The last one went off without a hitch. I'm very excited about that. So keep an eye out there. You may get a chance to win some jewelry. I do love making jewelry. This is one of my projects I'm currently making. So like I said, shameless self-promotion over. What I actually wanted to talk about today. Hi, how are you? Happy holidays, whatever it is that you do happen to celebrate. I hope you have a beautiful holiday. Um, there's so many things running through my mind right now, so excuse me while I burn some sage and get somewhat organized in my thoughts. First, I actually wanted to talk about something that I was discussing with a very, very good friend of mine. And I kind of wanted to hop on that subject real quick, and it's a non sequitur for the video. This video is about attachments, cord cutting, and at-home cleansing, which we've already done that, but I wanted to kind of go back through all of that again, because I've been seeing a lot of that subject matter lately, and I wanted to describe what an attachment is, because a lot of people don't understand that. But before we begin that, when me and my friend were talking, we were talking about spiritual power and what people believe as far as being more advanced in their spiritual path and being more advanced than other people. First of all, there's no such thing as spiritual power. Um, Somebody may be more advanced in their knowledge, or somebody may know more than you, and that's completely fine. That's a natural part of growth, is somebody will always know more than you, and you will always know more than someone. You will always have information to share, and you will always have things to learn, and that's completely fine. But I just thought it was so absolutely silly to think of things in a way that is like, I know more, so I am enlightened. And funny enough, I see this a lot in people that are very new on their path, like in the first year or two. And a lot of people don't realize that in the first part of your spiritual path, there's a lot of spiritual connectivity, and you feel like everything makes sense, and you're just enlightened, like you feel enlightened, and you feel like your third eye is awake, and it's this kind of high that's just beautiful experience. And what comes after that is the dark night of the soul, when you kind of fall off your cloud. And if you don't know what dark night of the soul is, I actually made another video about dark night of the soul, and I'll link that description in the description down below. So if you're curious about Dark Night of Soul, you can watch that. Dark Night of the Soul, and then it comes together where you have to apply the spiritual knowledge of what you've learned, and that's where people get tripped up on their spiritual path, because then they're like, hold on, whoa, and it's a roller coaster from there. So always make sure you check your ego before you go say something, all right? There will always be more to learn and more to grow and more to do. And just because you're a Reiki master or a teacher or anything, if you've been doing it for 30 years, there's always, always more to learn. And I honor my knowledge for what it is, for what I've learned. I put so much hard work into learning what I have, and there's still more for me to learn, always, always, always. So I always keep that in mind. So I did feel like that was something that really I want to kind of bring up as a discussion point real quick. I'll probably make a whole other video about that another time. But let's continue on to attachments, cord cutting, which we've discussed, and cleansing your house, but with a little twist. Um, Cleansing yourself and cleansing your house. So one of the things that I wanted to discuss about attachments is, first, what are they? Attachments can be a thought form. What is a thought form, you ask? A thought form is a person's conscious or subconscious projection of their soul, sending it out into the astral, and it almost has like a will of its own, or it's almost sentient. It's the person's unconscious desires. Um, it's usually not really necessarily a positive. You know, a lot of people are very sensitive about those positive and negative, low and high vibration. There's no such thing, duality. But just for the sake of clarity and for the ease of the discussion, I'm going to use those terms. I'm going to use low vibration, high vibration. I'm going to use negative, positive, just so people understand. Um, an attachment is a thought form that is projected by somebody's unconscious to connect to another individual, usually in a negative vibrational way. And um excuse me while I fence my dogs. All right. In a negative vibrational way. And their thought forms projecting into the astral. It's not exactly like astral projection, because astral projection usually comes with a conscious dreamlike state or a conscious state of awareness of doing it. Whereas usually with thought forms, there isn't a conscious recognition of what a person is doing. So this thought form gets sent out, okay? That usually is from a toxic relationship of some kind, whether it be family or a friend or a lover, um, a romantic relationship. It really doesn't matter what kind of relationship, okay? It's usually a toxic relationship where this thought form is sent out, and then the attachment comes in when that thought form connects to a person's aura. So everyone knows what an aura is. And if you do not, I will explain it to you very briefly. An aura is your mental energy, and it extends about 6 feet out, 3 to 6 feet out from your body. So that is what the aura is like. Don't be impressed with my drawing skills. I swear I draw a lot better than that, but it's for the sake and ease of discussion. Um, so when you get a thought form, my little thought form, right there, thought form. The thought form shows up in the astral or in the spirit world and connects to this person's soul through a cord. There's the cord. There's the energy. Connects to this person. And then it drains them. How does it drain them? It usually drains the emotional energy. There's a lot of stories about negative hauntings and things like that, where the people felt overtired or they were getting sick, and that's kind of what an attachment is like. A thought form attachment, even thought form attachments drain a person. So if you think of the toxic relationship and you think of a negative relationship, when you're physically interacting with that person, you just feel tired, drained, you feel anxious, you feel depressed, you feel all these different emotions. And that person feeds off of that negativity and confusion. You know, they say misery loves company, right? So that attachment comes in, and why does it connect? It connects because that person has made us weak somewhere in our energy system. They have attacked our self-esteem, they have attacked our self-confidence, they have attacked our emotions, they had made us feel attacked. Okay, so you may have heard the term psychic attack. Okay, a thought form attachment is very similar to a psychic attack. A psychic attack isn't quite the same. I'll make a video about psychic attack and healing from psychic attack another time, but we're focusing on attachment right now. Now, there is always a cord in attachment, which is why we're bringing cords back up again. Cords, no matter what, will occur with family, with loved ones. It doesn't have to be toxic. If they stay, it can become toxic, which I discussed. Again, I'll put link in description down below for my cord cutting removal meditation, which I plan on recording that anyway. But I digress. With a cord and an attachment, it is not a healthy experience. It is not a positive experience. It needs to be removed. And it's important that when you do this, you're ready to let go, because oftentimes if you try to cut the cord, it'll just come right back if you're not ready to let it go. There are a lot of different prayers. You can Google cord cutting prayer with Archangel Michael, and the thing when you're doing this is you have to do it over and over and over and over and over and over. One time is not enough, okay? Repetition, 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 because one of the things you have to change is your mindset. You are reclaiming your power. You are reclaiming your autonomy. You are reclaiming your positive energy and your positive vibration. You're reclaiming yourself because you're in a low vibrational space and you feel like bleh, and you're ready to move forward. So you have to do it over and over and over again to have an impact. And I usually suggest several times a day for at least a month is what I tell people, if not more. That's how long it takes. It takes a while, especially if you're doing this by yourself and you're not going to an energy healer. Maybe you can't afford it. You know, the times are tough for everyone right now. That's why I wanted to make this video for people that need this in their life and they don't know what to do because they can't go see an energy healer, okay? So, you know, sometimes that happens, and here we are. When you're doing cord cutting also, it's really important that you're keeping your vibration up and you're focusing on wellness, because a thought form attachment comes in, or another attachment type, which is just an astral nasty. It's spirits that are non-human, that are somewhat parasitic. They're like leeches, they're like ticks. You just want to get them off, all right? They're not the D word, okay? They're not demons. I promise you they are not. They are just what you can call a psychic vampire, which a psychic vampire can be physical or non-physical. It doesn't matter. It can be corporal or incorporeal. In this sense, it's an incorporeal. It is non-physical. It is a negative spirit that is non-human, that has attached itself to a person in a low vibrational space, usually depressed or dealing with some kind of grief or in just a very, very stressed out state of mind. And it feeds on that negativity, so it encourages that emotion. So how do you combat that? You do the opposite. You have to try to laugh. Laughter is one of the most healing things you can do when you're dealing with this. It's very hard to want to laugh in those periods of time, but it's so important in the healing process. You're bringing some kind of joy into your life, or some kind of happiness, or some kind of contentment, and it's almost like fake it till you make it sometimes. Especially in these situations, it's crucially important to the healing process of a cord removal that you're raising your vibration. Listening to positive music, staying away from negative influences, negative TV, negative social media, anything that'll bring you down, negative people, toxic work environments. If you're having a toxic work environment and you can't really get away from it, carry some black tourmaline and selenite with you, okay? These are the things that you need to do to ensure that you're staying on top of your game and you're staying on top of your wellness. Make sure you're taking it easy on yourself, maintaining self-care, and of course, burning sage. I prefer sage and dragon's blood and lavender. It's a very simple mix, a very powerful mix. I don't feel like sage is good enough all the time. I'm sure people will disagree with me. I feel like sage is water. You need some kind of soap, dragon's blood, or rosemary. Going into now that we've discussed attachments and we've discussed cord cutting, by Googling that Archangel Michael cord cutting prayer, find whatever one resonates with you, okay? Now that we've talked about attachments, it's time to talk about, again, cleansing. Now, I wanted to keep this very, very, very simple because I really think it's so important when we're doing this that we are looking at the different things that we can do at home. I know, again, a lot of people don't have the resources to go out and buy all these stones and all these candles and da-da-da-da. Walmart is your next best option. One of my favorite things that I've learned was all the hacks, tips, and tricks for doing these things when you don't have a bunch of money, guys, okay? So One of the first things you can do. Go to Walmart, go to your spice aisle. Spice aisle, you say? Yes, your spice aisle. Guys, you will find so many things you can use. Salt, especially sea salt. Sea salt above all. People will say pink Himalayan salt. No, no. Sea salt is your number one cleanser. Sea salt, black pepper is really great for pushing away negativity. Onion. Onion? Cat? What are you talking about? Onion. Yes, onion. A raw onion is a great tool to use for putting out and leaving it to absorb the negativity, especially if you cut it open in four and put sea salt on it. Orange peel, great way to raise the vibration. Get certain teas with lavender, teas with rose. Okay, those are great things to raise your vibration. Lavender purifies, raises your vibration. Rose brings in love. So you can get sea salt, rosemary, lavender. Wow, my brain died. Salt, pepper. You can also use cayenne pepper for getting away negative energy. You can use dill. They have dandelion in the Goya aisle. In the international food aisle, Goya has dandelion, eucalyptus, bay leaf. These are all great tools to use that you can find in your grocery store. Other things you can use, lemon. Lemon's a great one too. That's a very good cleanser and purifier, especially the lemon peel. You can look at chive. Just Google in your area, in your grocery store, the different herbs that are used for cleansing. There's a great book by a gentleman named Scott Cunningham, and it's called The Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs, and you can go through that and you would be surprised how many things you can find in your grocery store that will help you. In the grocery store, they also have all your oils. They have it at Five Below, guys. They have this at Five Below. They have the sage at Five Below. They have oils and incense at Five Below and at Walmart now. This stuff is way easier to find. In your grocery store aisle, in your candle section, you'll find the candles that are white, black, and red. Those are really, really great colors for protection and for cord cutting removal. Pink is for bringing in love, green for healing. Knowing your colors will give you the mindset and the tools to know how to make this work for you. So if you're going to go to the grocery store and you're going to try to do a cleansing bath, for example, get your sea salt, get your rosemary. Maharam is a really, really great tool too. Clove, really, really great tool. Anise star, really, really great tool. These are all very great tools. Look at the metaphysical properties of these for what you're exactly determining that you're trying to do. If you're just trying to keep it really simple, you can use ground sage, sea salt. You can also use the rosemary. You can also use the lavender and the rose tea bags and throw them into your bath water. Now, if you have very, very sensitive skin, you may want to avoid using the store-bought oils that you get from the store unless you're buying something food grade like vanilla or peppermint essential oil or flavoring. The concentrate oils, you know what I'm talking about. You put them in cookies, you put them in pancakes and whatnot. Those are good to use also in your bath. But again, if you have sensitive skin, please do a skin test on a certain area just to make sure that you're not going to have an allergic reaction to it. Heaven forbid that somebody come after me and be like, "Cat, I had a skin reaction." Please be careful with what you put on your skin and put in your bath. But the tea bags and the ground sage and all this, that is a great cleanser. Another thing that is one of my number one favorite hacks for cleansing bath, no lie, crushed up coconut is a great one too for cleansing. Combine it with the sea salt, honey, and if you can open up one of those tea bags, mix that all together, just grind it, smash it, put it in your body wash. Dead serious. With honey too. That's a great combination for cleansing. Not only that, it's healthy for your skin and it's a natural exfoliant, but that is a great cleansing bath. And I think it's very important, especially when you're doing really, really, really hard cord cutting removal, cleansing, raising your vibration, that you're taking these baths every day. So what's an easier way to do it than to put it all inside of your body wash, pray over it, set your intention for cleansing. Voila, you have a month-long supply of a cleansing. I prefer to use a body wash with a fragrance that matches something like the sage, like the rose, like the lavender. If you can't use scented body washes, again, because of your skin sensitivity, it's not a requirement, it's not a must. You can still use that other stuff, and again, as long as you're not having an allergic reaction to it. You can again substitute with the orange peel, with the lemon peel. That's all fine and dandy. Just do what's appropriate for your skin and do what's appropriate and safe for you. Um, you can also make at home blessed salts. So when you go to the grocery store, don't get those little sea salt blends that are like this. Get the the honker that is the big one for like $2, and you can make blessed sea salt. You can make at home holy water. Holy water is free at a Catholic church. You can find a Catholic church in your area, go get some holy water. Don't drink it, please. You really don't want to drink that. Okay? Like, I know people have drunk it. Please don't do that. It's just not very sanitary. But the holy water is good. Florida water is good. Again, that's a cologne. You can find them at Walmart, at Dollar General, at Dollar Tree. These different stores, not sponsored, guys. Okay, I'm not sponsored by these people. I only have 40 subscribers. Don't come after me. Don't sue me. Your your general stores, your big supermarkets, they have these Florida waters. Florida water is a great cleanser. Rose water, great cleanser. St. John the Conqueror, great cleanser. If you have a botanica, if you're lucky enough to have a botanica in your area, they have that. But if not, again, you can go to the grocery store. And again, it's a lot cheaper, okay? And I'm probably selling myself out because I sell these products. I sell stuff for cleansing and incense and oils, and I sell all that, but I'm telling you where to get it cheaper. That's how much I love you guys. All right, that's how much I love you guys, because I want to see the people that don't have the resources to go get that top quality or high quality type of stuff have the chance to be able to cleanse themselves and do all this work. When you get a white candle and you're trying to cleanse yourself, you can also write your name on it. You can write the symbol for Saturn on it to help with banishing as well. You can find all of these things. If you're more Christian leaning, if you're more leaning towards Christian and you stay away from astrological symbols, you can look at Archangel. There are things called Archangel Michael sigil. I'll write sigil above so you know exactly how that's spelled. Archangel Michael sigil, Uriel sigil, Gabriel sigil, but Michael, of course, is the protector. That's going to be the one you're going to be looking at the most, is Michael, for protection. Zadkiel is an archangel for forgiveness, compassion, mercy. Shamuel, divine love. Raziel is divine mystery. Raguel is divine justice, I believe, unless that's Shamuel. I might be mixing up my angels, but just look up those angels and that'll tell you more. So if you have more Christian leanings, on the white candle, you can do the symbol for Archangel Michael sigil. You can put the cross, whatever symbols you connect with your name, for healing and for purification and for cleansing. That's going to be what it is. You pray to the candle, you pray over the candle for healing and protection, and invoke the higher energy, the higher power, the higher vibration of what you connect to, and keep that baby lit. Do that over and over again every week for a month. Keep that candle lit at least 30 minutes a day, every day. For a month, you're probably going to need at least 4 candles, because those big, tall glass ones, that are the ones I'm talking about, those are called 7-day votives, okay? The little short glass ones are called 3-day votives. I want you to get the 7-day votive every day, half an hour, burn this candle with your name on it. That's another great way for cleansing. When you are cleansing your household and you're trying to keep negativity out after you finally have gotten all that energy and gunk out, black salt is created with white sage ashes and sea salt. Please use your blessed sea salt. How do you bless the sea salt? Google it, guys. You can Google this. There's a plethora of information on how to bless salt. You can put crystal quartz in the salt to raise the vibration of the crystal quartz. Pray over it, see white light in it. That's another way for you to be able to do it. Keeping that vibration out, make the black salt, sprinkle it in a circle around your house. You can add black pepper to the black salt. You can add the cayenne to the black salt to keep people out. You can add dragon's blood to that black salt. That's all good. Put a mirror in front of your door, facing out of your front door, to knock that energy back out. You can put cinnamon above your door. You can put a selenite wand. If you don't know what selenite looks like, I don't have a wand near me, but this is selenite. We've talked about crystals before, guys. This is your selenite. Like I said, this is one of the overall #1 tools. Super cheap, super affordable. I think I got this tower for $8. You can get a wand this big for $4 or $5 at the most. If you can't find it in a shop in your area, just order it offline. You can get them off of Wish now. You can get them off of eBay. They are not hard to find. You just got to know what you're looking for, how it's spelled. I promise you, you will be able to find a lot of the stuff online, a lot of it in the store, or you can order it offline. It's available for you. There are options. I promise there are options. If you cannot put selenite above the door, or a little packet of cinnamon, or a little cinnamon sticks above the door, I prefer cinnamon broom, but if that's not your jam, then cinnamon sticks is a-okay. You can put sea salt. You can just get an old water bottle, maybe one of the smaller ones. You can get an old water bottle, and in that water bottle you can put the blessed sea salt, and you can put water, preferably the holy water. You only have to fill it up about 3/4 of the way, and that you put behind your front door, or behind any door that you want to keep negativity from entering that space. Like your bedroom is completely appropriate. That'll help trap negativity as it comes in. I would suggest, depending on how stressful that environment is, at least changing it out every 2 weeks to 4 weeks, depending on, again, how much stress there is. You can do a sand trap. I think those are a little bit harder to make, if I remember correctly, but you can go out into the wilderness and pick stuff. You can pick your dandelion, you can pick your holly, depending on your area. You can use blueberry, roseberry, grape, just know the metaphysical properties of those things for whatever it is you're trying to achieve. So cleansing your house doesn't have to be this ginormous, I need to call a priest, I need to bless it, I need to sage it out, da da da. Does it make it better? Yeah, but one of the easiest hacks I ever did was I just took my blessed sea salt, threw it in my carpet, let it sit for 30 minutes, and vacuumed it up. Ta-da! Instant cleansing. Cleaning your house is cleansing. Laughter, music, positive vibration, praying in the house, seeing white light in the house, meditating in the house, all raises the vibration. Other things you can do are visualization techniques, like seeing mirrors surrounding you, or envisioning mirrors surrounding you, asking Archangel Michael to be with you, wearing protective jewelry. If you can't afford to buy the sterling silver jewelry, I found Archangel Michael sigils online for $3.99 on eBay. You're probably gonna wait a while to get that in from eBay. It's probably coming from overseas somewhere, and it might take you 4 to 6 weeks before you receive your package. But for $4, especially if you're on a budget for cleansing, that's protection work. That's great. I mean, I've spent buku amounts of dollars on all this stuff, and I was like, and when I couldn't afford it, what was I supposed to do? I would henna tattoo myself. I would draw it on myself with a pen, somewhere somebody couldn't see, and pray on that symbol. I mean, there's so many ways you can go about it that will keep the vibration up and keep you going. But again, visualization technique, seeing mirrors facing outward surrounding you is a great technique. Um, Not only that, surrounding yourself in white light, doing general chakra meditations. There's plenty of chakra meditations or guided chakra meditations on YouTube for free where you see the colors just vibrant, open, and expanding. If you feel or you don't see, because some people don't see, okay, but they may feel like there's pressure or tightness here or in their stomach or somewhere that chakra is blocked. You're going to put extra energy towards that. You can use, again, color coordinated stones for it. That's in another video. Again, you could probably go watch that video on healing with stones, but you'll find that again in the description below. But again, if you don't have all that money, visualization and intention work is the most powerful tool in energy anyway. It's not always the stuff we have and the stuff that we have bought and the tools and the herbs. And sometimes the most powerful thing is simply the mind over matter, intention, desire to create an outcome, which is the most powerful thing in manifestation whatsoever, in any energy work whatsoever. I've always said, intention is everything. So you could have hundreds of dollars worth of things, but if at the end of the day you don't mean what you're trying to do and you're not focused on it and you're not putting your heart and soul into it, it's not going to be as powerful as somebody who means it with all their heart, who has none of it. So just keep that in mind. Tools are great aids for adding power to an intention, like cleansing, banishing, and all this, but it's not what makes it happen. You make it happen. So remember that, above all, you are the most powerful tool of all. Your intention, your belief, and your desire to see something become a reality. I hope that was a really quick and good crash course into the world of attachment removal, cord cutting, cord cleansing. Attachment removal, again, is a very, very big subject. It's a very intricate subject. I really just gave you a crash course in it, and it's really for the people that are going through the attachment removal process, can't see an energy worker, and don't know what to do. Keep your vibration up, laugh, cut cords, take care of your mental health, because that's a big part of why an attachment comes on, and vibe. Just vibe. Do you keep your vibration up. Don't focus on the fact you have an attachment. Keep doing your cord cutting, keep doing your cleansing baths, and eventually it will fall off. Practice a lot of self-love. It'll make the cords weak naturally, and they will naturally fall away, and they won't be able to detach. Okay? Thank you so much. I love you all. Enjoy your holiday. I hope you have a beautiful one. And if you're spending it alone, remember, I'm thinking of you. And I give you my love. Be blessed. Namaste.